Hey guys, Apocalypso here, back with another video, and this is episode 8 of Extreme AI Matchups. This is an episode that's going to be very interesting, and I'll show you why. This is Sultan Ahmed Sanjar as the Turks, and I'll pause it for a moment here, and Catherine or Aragon as the Spanish. So, what's the map? Map is connotes or connotes, I don't know how you say that, but basically it's small patches of trees, lots of hills, and some water. So overall kind of interesting, but I'm gonna go over their unique units or their bonuses and their unique units in text. So the Turks are gunpowder civilization. So gunpowder units plus 25% hit points. Researching gunpowder technologies costs 50% less, and chemistry is free. So that's really three bonuses in one, but basically they all just benefit gunpowder units, which is helpful. Obviously, they have more hit points, so they're going to survive better. And when they research their gunpowder technologies, it's a lot cheaper. So now, obviously, that doesn't include chemistry because chemistry is free. But the other gunpowder technologies, like I think Bombard Tower, I think is included in that. I believe so. I'm not actually sure how many gunpowder technologies there actually are. Um, I know there's a Bombard Tower, but yeah, see Bombard Tower, but I don't know if there are any other gunpowder technologies. Uh, that was that was back when you had to research. You had to research hand cannon and bombard cannon separately after researching chemistry. So I think that's probably why that's still there, because those are all gunpowder technologies. Now there's really only one they need to research. So chemistry being free is very important, because as soon as you get to the Imperial Age, you can create gunpowder units. And chemistry takes a very long time to research. So it's kind of ridiculous, but you save sorry, you save a lot of time with that, and you can pretty much just as soon as you go to Imperial Age, you can instantly create uh, some gunpowder units, and that is, I think, very helpful. So, gold miners work 20% faster. Now, that's actually really cool. That's really useful because, like, almost all of the Turks' best units are incredibly gold intensive. They'll have they have utterly terrible trash. You see, they don't have pikemen right there. They don't have elite skirmisher, but they do get hussars, so they have one of the three trash lines completed. They actually get bonuses for light cavalry line too, so that's actually pretty cool. But in general, they're not a good trash civilization. Like their unique unit and their gunpowder units that they specialize in are all very gold intensive. So the fact that the gold miners work faster means you get gold faster. So that's actually really good, and it's perfect for the Turks. So I was just mentioning how the light cavalry line has bonuses. So scout cavalry, light cavalry, hussar +1 pierce armor. So that's good because they'll be better against archers and they'll survive against town center fire better too, which I think it does apply in Dark Age with the starting scout. So if you accidentally run your scout under an enemy town center while scouting and he's being shot at, he's more likely to survive because he has that pierce armor. And I'm sorry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. So light cavalry and hussar upgrades are free. Another free free technology too, actually, but that's actually good because you can pretty much do some kind of light cavalry rush, make a bunch of scouts while advancing the castle age, and then by the time they get to their destination, they're light cavalry. So that's actually really useful. So the team bonus is that gunpowder units are created 25% faster. Obviously, that's really good for the Turks themselves because their focus is gunpowder units, but it's also really good. Uh, it's really good against, really good with allies such as like the Teutons and I'm trying to think some other gunpowder civilizations, the Portuguese and the Italians and the Spanish. We'll actually see how this matchup is interesting. So the unique unit is the Janissary. Where is it? Right here. They used to have this cool hat, but they looked too much like the KKK, apparently, so they removed them. It's kind of sad because that's kind of made them look distinct, but anyway. There's a Turkish unique hand cannoneer with longer range and no minimum range. That's actually an artifact because hand cannoneers do not have minimum range, but they used to at some point. So that's how the Janissary was an improvement. It also says they're strong versus infantry and weak versus archers. I'm not sure why it still says in the definitive edition that they have no minimum range, because that's true by default. But I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to keep it around for some reason. Who knows? And um, the definitive edition tech trees are working correctly now. As you can see, the elite Janissary only has 5 more hit points from the regular Janissary, but it has like 4 more attack. So 17 to 22. Sorry, I had to do that math in my head. So 17 to 22 attack, which is significant. And that's actually really good. So the Janissary pretty much is a statistically superior version of the hand cannoneer, especially when it's elite. So that's really helpful. So first unique attack is Sipahi. Cavalry archers have plus 20 hit points. I don't know if they have bloodlines. Do they have bloodlines? Uh, they do get bloodlines, which also affects cavalry archers. So it's like an extra bloodlines specifically for cavalry archers. But you can see they have heavy cavalry archer, and they have Parthian tactics and thumb ring. So their cavalry archers are actually pretty good. I think they have some of the best cavalry archers in the game, which is kind of odd because you'd think that they're mainly based on, you think that they mainly be good at gunpowder, but no, they're also good at cavalry archers. I think that's because they're meant to represent both the Ottoman Turks, which of course are more famous, but also the Seljuk Turks, who were earlier. Actually, the Georgians fought them, so I thought the thing is pretty cool. I have a scenario where the Turks are an enemy, and I should be making a video on it soon, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So, the other unique technology is artillery. Bombard towers, bombard cannons, and cannon galleons have +2 range. Oh, I just remembered. Uh, you have to research cannon galleon, I think, as a separate technology, or is it? Um, I think you have to research cannon galleon separately. Yeah, I seem to remember that. So that bonus of cheaper gunpowder technologies helps that too. But anyway, so artillery, they have extra range. That's actually really good. It doesn't affect hand cannoneers, but they're not really effective at long range anyway, so it's not a big deal. But what this means is that Turkish Turkish bombard cannons can safely attack siege weapons and buildings, while units are not really able to engage them super well. Uh, and I think cannon galleons outrange like a bunch of other buildings. I'm not sure how it works out, but bombard towers have the longest range in the game. So, and it means bombard cannons having extra range means that they can actually overpower some other siege units with bonuses that give them extra range. But even then, the Turks bombard cannon still outranges them, which is significant. Which means they'll pretty much have the best gunpowder units on the field at any given time. Um, Spanish, here we are. So, Spanish are also a gunpowder civilization, but they're a monk civilization too. It's a gunpowder and monk civilization. So, builders work 30% faster. That's useful if you're trying to get important buildings up, like a town center or a castle or towers. I think it applies to towers. But yeah, any building you're trying to get up goes up faster, which is helpful. Wonders aren't affected, but that's not really a factor of the real game. Most people don't build wonders. So, blacksmith upgrades don't cost gold. So, that's actually really good. Um, I say that about a lot of things, but it's actually a useful bonus. So I found a blacksmith. It is a useful bonus. See, look, there's a normal cost, gold cost of like 50 gold. This one doesn't cost gold normally. This one costs gold, a lot of gold actually. This one also costs a lot of gold. So all of these, except like the basic ones, cost gold. This one costs gold, but the other basic ones don't cost gold normally. But with this bonus, all of the blacksmith upgrades don't cost gold. So that's actually really helpful if you're short on gold but need to upgrade your units. You're you're not gonna have to spend gold on upgrades. And usually food uh food is not really an issue in the late game. Gold is more the issue. So you'll be able to have statistically superior units because you'll be able to get the upgrades where other civilizations might not be able to in the same situation. So cannon galleons benefit from ballistics, so they fire faster and more accurately. So basically, that's a navy bonus, and I don't think we're really going to see that because there's only small patches of water, which are not helpful at all. There's no point making a navy at that point, like for such a small patch of water, so it's not applicable in this case. But basically, they can track units better, and also their projectiles move faster because everybody else has cartoonishly every other cannon galleon has cartoonishly slow cannonballs. I don't know why, but well, actually, I do know why. It's because they're supposed to be like long range barrage ships, mainly specializing in building destruction. So they didn't want to fire them too quickly. They didn't want the projectiles to move too quickly. But the Spanish cannon galleon projectile speed is significantly faster, even when they're attacking at range. So that's helpful. Um, so gunpowder units fire 18% faster. That's I think that applies to all of them. I think including their um unique unit. So you can have like about the same number of gunpowder units as the enemy, and yet you'll get more shots off because they fire faster. So that's obviously helpful. So the team bonus is that trade units generate plus 25% gold. Now that's not going to be a factor here because it's not a team game. It's one of those team bonuses that only applies in team games. But since this is a 1v1, that doesn't apply. But the Spanish are a really good team civilization because of that bonus. And pretty much just about any civilization goes well with the Spanish because of that. And everybody will have more gold from trade. So that's helpful. So the unique units, they have multiple unique units. So the first one is the Conquistador. The Conquistador! Spanish unique mounted hand cannoneer. Strong versus infantry. Weak versus pikemen, skirmishers, and monks. Two of those things are trash units, and that's a kind of a running theme, is that gunpowder units are bad against trash. And the reason for that is because it's a balance feature. They don't want them to be too strong, and they want them to be hard countered by units that are a lot cheaper than they are. So that, but the Conquistador is actually a pretty interesting unit. Basically, what happened with the Conquistador? Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's like I have this really raspy voice. I don't know what the problem is, but I'm sorry. I can probably edit this out if I want to. But the Conquistador it's like a hand cannoneer with I think slightly less attack, maybe. Yeah, hand cannoneer is 17 attack, while the Conquistador has 16. But they're also more mobile, and their hit points are 55 as opposed to hand cannoneer's 35, so 20 more HP, which is fitting for a cavalry unit. But they're still kind of squishy, so I think they are best in like a hit and run role. So they're like closer to cavalry archers than they are hand cannoneers in their role. Um, so that's what's up with them. But the other unique unit that they have is the missionary, Spanish unique mounted monk. Converts enemy units and heals friendly units. Faster than monk but with less sight and range. Strong versus slow non-ranged units. Weak versus light cavalry and ranged units. Cannot collect relics. Monks can collect relics, but missionaries cannot, so missionaries are much more of a situational unit. If you want to do some kind of hit and run conversions, which is definitely possible with the Spanish, it's not possible with any other civilization really. But missionary can maybe convert like a few villagers, maybe some infantry, and then just sort of run off. That's even helped by their unique technology, the first one, which is Inquisition, referring to the Spanish Inquisition, of course. So it increases monk conversion rate. So it doesn't say how much, but basically monks are just going to be converting units left and right. It's pretty insane. Back in the HD days, I had so much fun with it. Yeah, the supremacy is such a meme technology. Villagers have exceptional combat abilities, which is pretty interesting. It's not at all like Flemish Revolution from the Burgundians because the villagers can still do normal villager things, but if they need to fight, they can fight, and then they can go back to working. So you can have some kind of forward villager push, um, which you can build a castle, maybe some towers with that 30% work rate or 30% build rate. I mean, and if they are attacked, they're able to fight. So it's a super entertaining technology. So that's the Turks and the Spanish. I know I spent a long time talking about them. 21 minutes. Holy cow. But that's basically their deal. So I'm going to skip through all Dark Age stuff. So this is actually a very interesting matchup because they're both focused. Hold up. They're building a lumber camp all the way over here for some reason. I think it would make more sense to put it over here, but whatever, you do you. Anyway, so this is an interesting matchup because they're both focused on gunpowder, but the Turks are pretty much only gunpowder and maybe some cavalry archers. But the Spanish have a lot more in general because I think they also have good cavalry. But going back to tech tree here, so the Spanish don't get crossbowmen at all. They're stuck at archer, which is kind of funny because the Mesoamerican civilizations have way better archers than they do. Even though the Spanish in real life had much better archers than the American civilizations did, so that's pretty funny. But that's for balance. But you can see they have paladin, which is cool. They also have champion and halberdier, and they also have heavy cavalry archer, but they don't get Parthian tactics. So their cavalry archers are almost the same as the Turks, except with less armor and less armor, less attack against pikemen, and also wait, that only applies to unique. Okay, so they they're basically the same, but they have less armor and less HP than Turks. But otherwise, they're very similar. So we might end up seeing cavalry archers in this game, but it'd be a very strange choice. So I kind of doubt it. Very strange choice for the Spanish anyway. Wouldn't be strange at all for the Turks, but anyway, the Spanish are a pretty well-rounded civilization. So let's see what's going on here. Now they actually fixed the the fog of war glitch supposedly, so hopefully I can watch this whole thing without getting a desync error. So, oh, he's advancing the fuel age. Okay, so he has a super inefficient wood line here. Actually, might not be all that inefficient. It's hard to say. Now they're both advancing to the fuel age. So that's kind of interesting. So, what is he going for? He just has the mill right now. What's the Spanish going for? I think the Spanish, yep, they have a barracks. I kind of figured they would. So right now, Scout, what can he see? Oh, oh, he just ran across the enemy, so that's cool. What can the Spanish see? Um, he sees where they are. So, oh, and also the Turks are building a barracks now too. So that's interesting. This is the first time a Middle Eastern civilization has been in this series. So I actually like the Middle Eastern architecture. I think it's cool, which is a relief because there are a lot of civilizations with that architecture in this game. So, and he's going for an archery range, which makes sense. Uh, he doesn't get arbalister, but he does get crossbowman, unlike the Spanish, and he does get thumb rings. So, in terms of what, what about armor? He gets full armor and attack upgrades. So, archers are not a bad choice with the Turks here, but they're pretty bad with the Spanish. So, the Spanish are also going for an archer range. Are we going to see archers? I don't know. But the Spanish have the Mediterranean architecture, but back in the HD days, actually all the way back when they were introduced in the Conquerors, they had the Western European architecture because the Mediterranean architecture didn't exist yet. But in Definitive Edition, they were finally given the Mediterranean architecture along with the Byzantines. So the Portuguese before had the Mediterranean architecture, but the Spanish didn't, so it was kind of strange. But now they both have it, so it makes sense. Yeah, he's adding another archer range now, but he's making archers and garrisoning them in this archer range. So, he's mining gold. He does get that bonus, but he doesn't have a whole lot of food right now. He only has 3 farmers, but he has a bunch of people on berries. So, okay, the scout's running through here. So far, nothing much is going on. Both of them are making archers, I think. No, those are skirmishers. That's an interesting choice. Does he know that the Turks are going archers? Because, wait, that's the wrong thing. Because he gets elite skirmisher, while the Turks don't. So that's actually going to be a very interesting dynamic. I should say she. It is Catherine of Aragon. My bad. So right now both of these are producing archers. So right now he has the numbers advantage. He could do a lot of damage if he chose to invade right now. There's something about this wood line. It's just kind of satisfying. I don't know. It's kind of strange. I don't know how soon they are, how close they are to advancing to the Castle Age. Probably not that soon right now. Adding another house. That guy's going to berries. Yeah. So that's what's going on right now. So, wait, hold up. He just found a relic. Spanish found a relic. What can he see? He does not see the archery range yet, so that's going to be interesting. So, he added a blacksmith here. Remember, the Spanish get that blacksmith upgrade, or blacksmith bonus. See, they have a blacksmith, they have a defensive tower here. So the Spanish are going to have cheaper upgrades because they don't cost gold. So which means when gold is tight, because Turks are also going to have they're going to need a lot of gold for units. So they're going to struggle a lot more to get the upgrades out, but the Spanish aren't going to have trouble with that at all because they don't cost gold. So now, okay, I can't tell if he has any, but he has at least one skirmisher. Yeah, he has two skirmishers. So how many archers? 14. Actually, Yeah, 14. Yeah, so that's actually quite a lot of archers, so he could totally go forward right now and attack. I don't know if he's going to do that though. He does see the town center. He sees the barracks. He doesn't know anybody's mining gold here. He doesn't see anything up here. So if he decides to go this way, he doesn't know that tower is there. So, meanwhile, Catherine, what can she see? Um, she sees the archery range. Hey, that's interesting. So she actually does see the archery range. She also sees the barracks. She sees this wood line. She sees this gold. And she's on the way to the castle age. So I think she probably has a better advantage here. She's going to start collecting stone now. So she has a way better advantage here. And she's moving forward. Oh, this is interesting. So now all the archers are going to come forward. So there's 12 skirmishers. Actually, 14 skirmishers. Versus it was 14 archers versus 14 skirmishers, so that's actually even. Now now he's going for, yeah, his archers are getting cleaned up. They're getting demolished here. But he's going to go for stables, which is understandable because he's probably going to try to go for knights once he reaches the castle age. And he got that defensive tower up. Not that's going to do much good here, but if they decide to come back this way, it'll do something. I think he's probably trying to secure that gold. So he's making counter skirmishers now. So that's what he's doing right now. But so she's in the castle age now. He's getting there. But right now these skirmishers are still in the base and they're harassing people. I think that skirmisher is gonna die. Yeah. But that skirmisher also died, so it was a trade. But this one's gonna die. There were two of them. Okay, so now the skirmishers are starting to get cleaned up here. Because there's more skirmishers. Oh. So now he's in the castle age. So now he gets instant access to light cavalry, which could be helpful. He wants to clean up these skirmishers without costing gold. Right now, he has nobody collecting gold, which is not great. Somehow they all moved to stone. So, oh, he's pursuing. He's pursuing. But remember, he doesn't get elite skirmisher, and the Spanish already have elite skirmisher. So, these skirmishers will be tactically worse. And now there's some knights here. And these skirmishers are going to die. There's a knight and a scout. Oh, but he placed this foundation for a siege workshop. I don't think the knight sees it. No, he's not going to see it. So, that siege workshop I think will go up. And Catherine is making another town center here for this wood line. And there's a stable, which is a good idea as a Spanish. And Sultan Ahmed also has a second town center here. Hold up, what's going on? Oh, Howard was shooting at the scout. I think Catherine should build like a castle here. Speaking of castles, he built a castle, so he might. Yeah, he's making janissaries now. So this is getting interesting. But he's making camels too. He probably anticipates. Does he see the stable? Yeah, he does. So he's anticipating cavalry. He was also attacked by cavalry, so I think he's making the camels to counteract that. This is interesting. There's the Janissary. So I think Catherine should build like a castle up here to take control of this hill. I think that would be a very advantageous position. Well, what? Wait, what? Why would that ever be a good idea? Okay, so apparently Ahmed is going for Ahmad, excuse me, is going for a forward mining camp. Wait, hold up. Oh, all these knights just came in out of nowhere. It's a raid. What is this? Oh, but the castle's gonna start attacking them. But there's no murder holes. But that knight will die, so I think what he needs to do is just pile on some more camels. Hold up. Oh, now he's getting attacked by the knights. Siege Workshop is getting attacked. And now he has a relic, so that's helpful. He didn't have any relics before, so see that mosque, it's very cool looking. I like it. Oh, that it looks like that siege workshop is gonna definitely go down. Yeah, that's to be expected. The mine camp is getting attacked. What do you think was gonna happen? I don't know. Anyway, so he's making monks now. Maybe he could be making monks. He's definitely going for that relic, but he could make monks to try to convert the knights too. I don't know. There's a couple of Janissaries now. So far, this is a pretty interesting game. I don't see any conquistadors out of Catherine, though. We might see those eventually, though. She doesn't even have a castle, so once she gets one up, we're probably going to see conquistadors. There is a back stable here, so if the forward one gets destroyed, then the back one can still produce. Hold up. That's a market, right next to the siege workshop. That was an interesting choice. So, Catherine can see the siege workshop. There's a knight's going forward. Yeah, and he's getting attacked by the tower. That makes sense. But he's not doing anything right now. He's still not going for a castle. Do they even have enough for a castle? No. Not anywhere close. Why don't they have any people in stone? That's so weird. They have a mining camp, but they don't have anybody on stone. That's so weird. So he has... This weak knight will probably die. So, oops. Oh, yeah, some more camels there with some janissaries. It's a house. Yeah, so he should make as many camels as possible to deal with these knights. What is he doing? Oh, hello. Okay, so all these camels are gonna come forward. So, camels of course have a bonus against knights. I don't know if that was obvious, but oof. But they're only good against knights in like equal numbers or something. So these knights will destroy the camels. But that knight will go down with the castle. So he does have ballistics though, so hitting these knights is hard. But two knights just got killed by the castle. He should try to get. He should have targeted the weak knight. I don't even know if the weak knight's still alive, but he does have some knights of his own. I don't know if he converted that one, but doesn't look like it. So, this castle is doing a lot of work here. Pretty much just protecting this whole area. That's cool. I like this Middle Eastern. Oh, hello. Hello. So these knights are... Oh, now they're going against the pikemen, so I think the pikemen are... Yeah. Not a good engagement. What he needs to do is just put his whole economy into as many camels as possible to take care of all these knights. Because, well, he doesn't get spearmen, obviously, as I mentioned. He's making another stable, so maybe he's gonna go for some more camels. I don't know. But these janissaries are gonna die. These farmers are... Oh, on Earth. Very strange place to play university. So now that university's in the process of getting built. Nope. He should have garrisoned that villager. Hold up. He should have garrisoned that villager in the tower. I'm sorry. Sorry, there's like lag or something. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. She still does not have, still does not have a castle that I'm aware of. So that's a bit unfortunate. But, Ahmad is making another stable, so I think he's trying to go for camels. Or maybe light cavalry. I don't know. He just put down 2 stable foundations here. Yep, that villager died. Oof, this is a huge, the big loss here. It's not going well. I have to say, it's not going well at all. All these skirmishers and knights are just overrunning everything. There's not really much you can do about it. But he is in the Imperial Age, though. He got in the Imperial Age before the Spanish. Now he's building another castle here, so that's going to do a better job of protecting this area. What he should do is try to get a university up and research murder holes, if possible. Also ballistics. Ballistics would be helpful. So, what's going on here? Oh, that's a big wood line. So there's no castle here still. But I guess she doesn't really need it. I'm gonna have to install the small trees mod again. That's a university. Might have to install the small trees mod again because all of these trees are, I think, are lagging my game. On Earth. They can't seem to decide where to place this university. But now this ram's coming. And now the villagers are going to attack it. They're building an archery range right now, presumably for hand cannoneers. Yep, here are the hand cannoneers. So, the hand cannoneers could do really well against the pikemen. He could also include camels to deal with the knights. So that combination right there would do a lot of good against this army, but he's just not doing it. He's making some camels, but not making a whole lot. But he's also making bombard cannons, you can see. He doesn't seem to really know what to do right now. But that castle is garrisoned with 8 villagers. So that's a lot of extra arrows. But most of them are missing because there's no ballistics. This is unfortunate, but whatever. Ooh. So the villager attacking that ram being destroyed. Or got killed. Oh, so now Catherine has a castle, so we might end up seeing conquistadors here. I don't know. So now Catherine has halberdier. Ooh, oof, oof. Okay, so wow. Okay, so now this cat ram. It just seems like he's just being pushed back. Quite unfortunate. Oh, but he's gonna try to get a conversion here. Didn't work, but oh, he did get a conversion. Okay, so that was interesting. That skirmisher died. So a camel there. So now it's just sort of everything's just sort of happening now. This siege workshop is probably gonna go down. That battery ramp could go down too. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. There's so much going on right now. It's hard to keep track. Now this castle's getting sieged. So he needs to send like that hussar there to attack this ram. I know something the AI likes to do is have villagers repairing rams, and that's actually a good move to spare the villagers. So this castle looks like it's gonna go down. I think it's probably gonna go down. This one is not in any danger though. This one, not in any danger. But this one's definitely gonna go down, which is unfortunate. Because then he'll lose that map control. See, it goes down. So now he's officially being overrun. I don't think there's really much he can do at this point. He's just not. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, he's got a bombard cannon. He could try to use it against the ram. I don't know. Oh, but now he's got trebuchets. So Catherine has trebuchets in play. So that means this castle is suddenly threatened. The problem is that the Spanish are making pretty much exclusively knights and skirmishers, both of which counter hand cannoneers. So that's not good. And the Turks are making very few camels, and the camels would really help against the knights. He could make light cavalry or knights of his own against the skirmishers, but he's not doing that. So now this castle is now being threatened. But I think that ram might go down. Or could. Yeah, he doesn't have murder holes, which is kind of annoying. Now his hometown center is being destroyed. So his hometown center is being raided, I think now. And a lot of his villagers are dying, so he's just being overrun. This is not going well for him, I have to say. He could have done so much better if he just made the right army composition. Quite unfortunate here. It's not going well for him right now, it seems. And that mine camp will die. If it really mattered. Now he's just. Now the knights are just waltzing through everything. That town center's gone. Does he have any more? He does have more. Just two more town centers, which is unfortunate. Catherine does not appear to have any conquistadors, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to show them off, but hey, what can I do? now this castle is getting attacked, and I think it's going to go down. Because it doesn't have mirror holes still. Not that I know of. Does he have mirror holes? Mirror holes. No, he doesn't. So, this has been unfortunate. But, and there's a ram somewhere that's attacking it as well, so, yep, that went down. So, now this town center is getting, both town centers are very low damage, very, very low health. So, I think he's gonna have to call it. Yeah, yep, he resigned. Oof. Uh, this was a slaughter. Spanish just did super well. It's ridiculous. Uh, uh, yeah, so let's just say this was not a good game. He ended it with 23 population out of 135 population space. So, not good. Uh, he held on way longer than I thought he would. But, um, Spanish just had a lot more. The university right there. Yeah, here's the university for that's the Imperial University for Middle Eastern civilizations. I think it looks quite pretty. But see all these red spots on very few blue spots. And let's look at the statistics. So military, largest army, 38 for Turks versus 107 for Spanish. So no wonder he lost so badly. He just had way fewer military. He should have made a lot more. He did convert 9 units though. Uh, research percent 48% for Catherine, 29% for Turks for Ahmad, and 27. The Turks researched 27 technologies while the Spanish researched 46. So this is a very interesting timeline. You can see up up to this point they were sort of even with each other, and then this point happened. Everything just went downhill for the Turks and uphill for the Spanish, I guess you could say. So that was an interesting game. I guess I'll see you in the next episode. Uh, I was supposed to do this with another YouTuber named Age of Noob, but he had things to do, so we weren't able to do it. But that's okay because the Turks are going to appear in this series down the line, probably in the Losers Edition, which I have planned eventually after this one's over, and after I think there's a Winners Edition. But anyway, the Turks will appear again, and that means there's another opportunity for him to do this with me. So I will. I guess I'll talk. I'll see you in the next video, and stay safe, especially nowadays. And peace.